Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman and welcome back for more Twilight Princess HD. Last time, we continued on through the Temple of Time. In this part, we're gonna also continue on more. We did quite a bit of stuff last time though. We ended up defeating the dungeon mini-boss last time. And we got the Dominion Rod, which is a pretty neat, if a little niche item that lets us control statues. It's pretty cool. There's our first piece of heart in the dungeon. Collect one more for a full container. I think we know where the I think I remember where the last one is as well, so it's not too bad. But yeah, a lot of this dungeon is just us with our big old hammer rod and try not to bonk ourselves. Anyways, if we continue descending here, I think we're back in the room with the compass. Yes. Yeah, once again, if you didn't get the compass before, it is in this room here. It's not even like it's hard or even impossible to find. I just remember, like, missing it completely when I first played this game, and I don't really know who to blame on that one, so yeah, not really the brightest, but what else can be done about that? We'll send this guy down. We'll head through this room. Alright, we do have to kind of go back a little bit before, because alright, I still need the other. Thanks. Where in the world did the statue spawn at? No, seriously, where did the statue actually... Is it down below, or... Oh, no, I think it's... Oh, it's up above. Okay. That makes some more sense. Is this going up, or this is probably going, yeah, downward? I never know my directions with some of these things. Like, I get my, like, left and right I understand. And, like, if I'm looking at stuff from a diagram, I know which direction's clockwise and which one's counterclockwise, but sometimes, like, if I have to turn a knob or turn a direction a certain way, like, I don't know what way is what sometimes, because in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know, people are like, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I'm like, okay, well, if it's in a circular motion, there's one way that's going to be going left and one way that's going to be going right, so, like, which one is it, you know? Anyways, we can take this guy down with us now. Use him to bonk some of these things. If I can just be patient with this here. Go. We're heading back this way here. You can notice on our map there is another thing in this area. It just mirrors. There are a lot more spiders in here than before. It's probably just me. There's probably always this many spiders here. I'm gonna do my best to ignore these things and probably get attacked anyway. Yeah, you might remember I said to keep this place in mind for later, because we can use our Dominion Rod. There are 2 buttons on each side here. I'm just gonna get rid of these guys. Screw it. I'm pretty sure this is where the other heart piece of the dungeon is. If it's not here, I actually don't remember where it's at, but there's not too many rooms left to check otherwise, so... Okay, there we go. And this one, thankfully, we have a Dominion Rod statue just over here already. That should, in fact... Yep, it creates the other treasure chest here. This should be the other piece of heart in the dungeon, which should actually be another heart container, I think. It sure is! 5 pieces, new heart container, fill their life energy. Very nice. We have 3/4 of the life bar already. Man, it feels like we're going by really fast here, even though we're really not. This has been one of the longest, like... I knew going into this LP this was going to be one of the longest endeavors of my channel, which is kind of, like... kind of why I'd be, like, hesitant on like, doing other Zelda games, honestly, beyond this point, because... I don't know, really, like... I don't know, I don't want to make it sound like I would never do another Zelda game again, but... this has just been such a large undertaking, and we're not even done yet, although I can start to see the end of the tunnel at this point, if I'm being honest. It's good that we're finally, you know, we're at the point of the game where progression's way smoother now. Way smoother. And kind of what I like about this part of Twilight Princess compared to the first half is that, like, the dungeons are not only really cool, but we're at a point where we don't need to spend that much time between dungeons now. I did not mean to bonk myself with that. Be careful, that did 2 full hearts in 1 single hit. Ugh. Send this guy through the lightning. And I think I gotta go around here. Come on, I know I can raise this another direction here. There we go. Not sure why that didn't work before, but can I just... yeah, I can just jump off there. That makes things a lot easier. Anyways, we have this gate over here. There's a way to get this without destroying the gate, too, I'm pretty sure. I think. Oh, yeah, there's the statues up above, but... hold on. Bonk. Yeah, you can either destroy the gate or drop one of those other statues down below. This appears to be the last collectible of the dungeon, I think, because that's yet another postal there. How many do we have now, anyway? Because we're getting near the end of getting all the poses as well. There's a few that are in an area that... no. But, like, some of the last few poses are going to be in, like, a really, really hellish hellhole. But otherwise, we have most of the pose in the game at this point, so... yeah. There's still a couple more dungeons left, and I think there are still some pose kind of in those areas, but... get out of here. And there we go. Okay. This is back pretty close to the start of the dungeon, to be fair. Oh, I was like, wait a second, how do I get over this? But yeah, forgot they put this here. And bonk. I love this thing, man. It's a shame you don't really get to use this guy much beyond, like, kind of this run-through, but it's cool. It's a cool gimmick for a dungeon. I like the Temple of Time in this game. I think it is probably one of the cooler dungeons in the game. I don't know if it's my favorite or not, but it's up there. I definitely like it more than Snow Peak, and I probably like it more than Arbiter's Grounds now, if I'm being honest. Anyways, we can do this here. Bump the pop filter there as well, which probably didn't hear because I probably edited that out. And now I think we're down to the very beginning of the dungeon here. But... well, actually, first, let's just do what we came here for. I actually want to leave the dungeon for all of a couple of seconds. Don't worry, it's not going to be for too long. Pretty sure once I place this guy in here, this will save for a while now, or like permanently now anyway. This guy's in place, and yeah. I think I might use Uku, actually, to kind of leave here. This is the last normal room of the dungeon here, so... yeah, I'm gonna use Uku, actually, to kind of leave here. And I'd recommend you kind of do the same here. Because... I think if this works the way it should... will this work, actually? You might have noticed one thing on our map screen, and I don't know if this will work the way I'm thinking it will. Yeah, okay, it will. If we head out this way, first of all, last bug of the game here. That is the female snail. This is, as far as I know, yep, this is the complete bug screen here. If we wanted to take all of these back to Agatha now, we'd be able to get stupid rich, and we'd also be able to get a really, really big wallet. Not really much to spend it on at this point, though, so keep that in mind. I recommend doing this now more than sooner, because of reasons, but they won't be like super apparent for now. I just wanted to grab this piece of heart here first. You may have seen it for a split second, but yeah. And there's also just a Poe out this way here who's already aggroed at me. That's... I wanna, like, not be so mad, bro. There we go. That is another Poe soul here. I think that's everything for this area of the map now? Like... yeah, this is everything in the Faron province, like, as far as Poes go. We have everything in a lot of places. We have everything, all 19 in Lanayru. We have all 5 there. We're missing 1 in the Eldon province. I'm not actually sure where that is, but I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to track down. We're only really missing a few in Gerudo. That's... that's gonna be a bit of a weird one, because... yeah, there's an area in that's really, really, really difficult that we can't even really clear yet. That has Poe souls in it as well, so... yeah. Anyways, I am gonna use Uku to go back now. I kind of forgot I had this item here, so... I just would recommend, like, getting this now, because... yeah, it's gonna be a... well, I'll just say it, it's... after clearing this dungeon, it's gonna be a while before we can use our Dominion Rod again. You may have noticed during the brief time I was out in the first part of the overworld, like, before I went back in, like, the old Sacred Grove, I actually didn't really have access to using it, you may not have noticed. So, keep that in mind. And I think I just kind of navigated this whole, like, death trap laced room here without really speaking much on it. That was certainly something. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that there. Oops. I can do this though. If I time this right, I could probably just... I should be able to just... Yeah, there we go. Now, go past the gate here. Then... dismantle that. And I'll just say this right now, if you're afraid of spiders, this might be a little tricky for you. Just viewer discretion is advised. Fairy! Come here, buddy. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about dying as much here. Okay, let's get to it. Hello. Twilight Arachnid Armagoma. If you thought Goma was kind of creepy in Ocarina of Time, try a giant, like, giant version of this fight. You gotta shoot it down with an arrow there, and then whenever it's on the ground here, beat it to a pulp with a freaking giant fist thing. Oh, it's a cool, satisfying thing to do with that. And it's gonna spawn a bunch of larvae. Can I bomb arrow this, please? Not easily. See, all of these are dropping. Fighting, like, swarms of enemies, I've noticed. Oh, jeez, she's using a fire breath attack. Since when did Goma have a giant, like, super laser attack there? I mean, I know it's because it's in the sunlight and whatnot, but anyways. Bam! Link used God's Hand. It's super effective. It's just a really, like, cool and satisfying thing to do here. I also just realized I could probably do this for whenever. It's probably gonna summon more babies here, I think. Yeah. If I can guide them over this way here, I am just gonna... ignore some of these things, that'd be nice, but I don't think the game's gonna be that generous there. No. Jesus, that is a fast-moving laser. I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that. Oh shoot, she's doing it again. I guess going in circles, maybe? Yeah, that seems like it's the best course of action for that. Alright. She's on the ground again. BAM! This feels like it should have another phase. I'm sorry to say, that was way too anticlimactic, I felt. Oh. It does. Oops. Okay, that was satisfying, but also still very anticlimactic at the same time. Sorry. I wasn't expecting just to bonk and destroy all of them at once, but that's what happens when we have a giant hammer at our hand. And with that, we get the next piece of the... 3 of the mirror shards are ours. Just 1 left. Link, you saw how nasty that monster was, right? Evil within the shards is more powerful than you can imagine. Oh, so it's Inuyasha. Got it. No. We could be assembling something truly terrible here. It could be something that we'll ultimately have to destroy. Have to hurry. Let's find the last shard, Link. Have to reach the sky. That's where the last shard is supposed to be. But first, let me restock my arrows. And first, for real, let me get my heart container! 16 hearts! I think it was just last video, or even this video even, maybe, when we got our 15th. Only 4 more to go! With all that being said, thank you everyone for watching this episode of Twilight Princess. Get you out of here. You sure there's nothing else you need to do? I'm sure. Next time. Well, we got a new tool. Let's go around the overworld. I'll see you guys for that then. Peace out.